Hello everyone, this is an instructional video on how to complete the Introduction to Nervous System note page. So we're going to start in Google Classroom. We're going to go to the note page by going to classwork. We are going to scroll down. This should be in week 7 and it will be labeled Intro to Nervous System and Neurons. Here it's assignment 15, it might be assignment 16 in your Google Classroom. So you're looking for Intro to the Nervous System and Neurons, and then you're going to go ahead and click on this Google document. I'm going to open up the slides here to show you, and then I'm going to open up the note page here. Okay, so you can see over here the notes that you're filling in, and then on this side, I'm going to go through the information. Okay, so let me just make this a little bit smaller so we can see it. Okay. So the nervous system. The nervous system is a network of nerve cells and fibers that transmit signals, communicates, and controls bodily processes. So we can see that there on the slide. And then we have the notes here. Okay, so sorry about that. This should be, let me just try one more thing. Okay, this should be good. All right. So let me go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay. So the big idea here is that the nervous system interprets, controls, and communicates all of the processes of the human body. And how it does this is through its structural components. So the nervous system controls and coordinates the human body through its structural components. So in our note page, we have nervous system, network of nerve cells and fibers. Big idea, the nervous system interprets, controls, and communicates. The nervous system does this, controls and coordinates the human body through its structural components. And so the parts of the nervous system that we're going to take a look at are the neurons, the central nervous system, and the peripheral nervous system. So in particularly, looking at the neuron is the fundamental and functional unit of the nervous system. It's a specialized cell that transmits and receives impulses, and it's able to do this based on its structural components. So back to our note page, so you'll have the parts of the nervous system. You'll go ahead and write those in. Neurons, central nervous system, and peripheral nervous system. Then the part of the neuron, so we're getting the definition, the fundamental and functional unit of the nervous system, a specialized cell that transmits and receives signals or impulses. So feel free to stop the video whenever you need, rewind, stop it, to go ahead and type in these key pieces of information. So this is the anatomy of a human neuron, what it looks like. We're going to talk about these parts right now. So first we're going to talk about the function of the neuron. So the neuron, the first thing it does is so the first function of the neuron is to receive signals and information from the internal or external environment. The second thing that they're going to do is integrate incoming signals to determine whether the signal should be passed along. So they're going to decide where that information is going. Third, they're going to communicate messages to target cells, other neurons, muscles, or glands. So they're then sending the signal. So they receive it, they interpret, and then they send another signal. So the structure of the neuron, first we have, so let me show you on the note page real quick. So if you scroll down, those are the functions. Receive signals, integrate incoming signals, communicate message to the target. Okay, so the dendrites are the branched extensions that of the neuron that receive the signal. So they're involved in step 1. They can be excitatory or inhibitory. Axons are the long string part of the neuron that moves the signal from the cell body to a new cell. Human axons are coated with a myelin sheath that insulates the axon, helping the signal to move faster. And lastly, we have the synapse, those neuron-to-neuron connections, where two neurons meet and the signal can be propagated or passed on. And how that happens is through the neurotransmitters, or those chemical signals that flow between the synapses, keeping the signal going between the nerve cells. Let me go ahead and make this bigger, and you can see the rest of the notes here. So then we have the dendrite function, receive signal, excitatory, inhibitory, axon moves the signal, myelin sheath travels faster, synapse, neuron to neuron connection, and the neurotransmitter. All right, then you have a photo there of it. So I'm going to just scroll back up. That way you can see it full page. And like I said, feel free to stop the video and get those notes that you need. All right, so I look forward to seeing your notes, and have a good one.